Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
Chag
Shalom.
Sameach, everyone. Modim lesimcha.
Chagim uzmanim lesason.
Welcome, everyone, to this Shabbat and Shavuot celebration. And welcome to the congregation Shared Tzedek. The fact that we are at the Berney Theater, it's not as important to the fact that we are all together as one congregation celebrating this beautiful Shabbat and the festival of Shavuot all together. So welcome everyone. Welcome also everyone online. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. And we are so happy to have you here to celebrate with us. And also to welcome Rabbi Green. I hope he's going to say a few words today after, right? Very nice. And before we start with the service, we have a few things. First, I would like to introduce all of you to this wonderful team that we have today to lead you into services. First, I'd like to welcome our cantor, Leslie Emery.
Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. Of course, we have Rabbi Green. We have our president, Neil Dubov. We have our executive director, Rina Sector-Albaz. And we have today in audio and video, Jerry Agustin. He is our pinch hitter. Let's put it that way. Marvin was a little bit under the weather, so he got the day off today. So thank you, Jerry, for helping us. My name is Rabbi Aníbal Mas, and I'm the spiritual leader of this beautiful place that we all call Shared Tzedek. Welcome, everyone. And before we continue with the order of the service, it's time to recite the mourner's Kaddish corresponding to this day.
This week, we mourn the passing and honor the memory of Eileen Higgins Cooper, Chaya bat Shmuel Banish V'Braina, Evelyn Gervey, Chava bat Chaim HaKohen uMiriam, and Leslie S. Littman, Shloima Leib ben Pesach V'Gitel. We recite Kaddish for the elevation of the soul of Charles Chuck Rubin, Nisan Shaya ben Shimon ben Yetta. On the 6th of Sivan, we observe the yurtzites of Abraham Joseph Allen, Avraham Yosef ben Yosef HaKohen, Sidney Berkovich, Shlome ben Moshe V'Cyril, Max Brower, Arlen Bronstein, Yocheved Bread, the child we honor and remember through one more candle, Yaakov Fishberg, Yaakov and Avraham V'Leah, Gail Hyman, Gita bat Tzvi V'Freda Sura, Cecilia Cates, Tzvi Adobe bat Wolfbear, Gary Levinson, Gershon ben Herschel V'Feiga, Dov Reeder, Dov ben Aharon Abe V'Rochel, Clara Schulbaum, Chaya bat Zisa, Sidney Schwartz, Shmuel Yisrael ben Avram V'Bracha, John Meyer Sector, Yaakov Meyer ben Pinchas, Nathan Stahl, Nachman Ber ben Shlomo, Vera Dora Traeger, Devora bat Yitzchak Ve'Anna, and Sarah Waldman, Sarah, bat David, Miriam, all of blessed memory. Let's join together in the mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabah.
Amen.
Be'alma divrach hirutei ve'amlich malchutei. V'chayechon uvyomechon v'chaye de kol beit Yisrael. V'agalau v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehe shemei Rabah mevarach le'alam le'amei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei de kudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, ta'amiran be'alma v'imru amen.
Amen.
Yehi shlam Rabah min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Amen. You may be seated. So, a couple of things. First, you're going to need a Siddur to follow along the prayers. So we are using Siddur Hadash this evening. If you're at home, you don't have the Siddur, please visit us at winnipeg.ca/book. You can find the Siddur there. And because it's Shabbat but also festival, the Kabbalat Shabbat gets shortened. So we start the service with the psalm right after the Lecha Dodi. And that is Mizmor Shir Yom HaShabbat. So I would like to invite everyone to open your books on page 42, as Cantor Leslie leads us on Tov Lehodot.
Before I officially begin, I'd like to welcome our board president here this evening, Neil Duboff, and he'd like to bring greetings to us all. You're welcome.
Good evening and Shabbat Shalom. Rabbi, great to have you here. Rabbi, thank you. And Leslie, great to have you here. And I left my glasses here. On behalf of the board and myself, we're delighted to have everyone here tonight and welcome you to our Friday night service. Tonight we're going to bring our community together to embrace the peace and joy that Shabbat brings. This evening holds a special significance as we have the honor of hosting our special guest, Rabbi Green, who's returned to grace us with his wisdom and guidance. But I want to take a moment to reflect on the importance of community in our lives. Sheretz Tzedek, our synagogue, has always been a place where individuals come together to find support and a sense of belonging. And tonight, as we join in prayer and celebration, I'm reminded that once again of the tremendous strength and beauty that our synagogue community holds. Our congregation, it's more than just a collection of us as individuals. It's a network of interconnected souls bound together by shared values, traditions, experiences. It's a place where we can find understanding, compassion, and a sense of purpose. In our Sheretz Tzedek, in our synagogue, we find not only a physical space to gather, but also a spiritual home where we can nurture our faith and grow in our Jewish identity. The power of Sheretz Tzedek as a synagogue community lies in its ability to uplift and inspire. It provides comfort in the times of sorrow, and our synagogue provides joy in the time of celebration. We come together tonight and on Simchas to mark life's milestones, to support one another through challenges, and to celebrate our successes as a collective group. In a world that often feels fragmented and disconnected, Sheretz Tzedek, our synagogue community, offers a sanctuary of togetherness and unity. It's a place, Sheretz Tzedek is a place where we can find refuge from the chaos of everyday life and connect with others who share our beliefs, who share our values. It's a place where we can engage in meaningful conversations, learn from one another, and foster deep, lasting relationships. But the Sheretz Tzedek extends beyond the walls of the building when we go back. It's more than just the building. We have a responsibility to reach out and make a positive impact in the wider world, whether it's through acts of chesed, charity, social justice initiatives, or simply by each of us being a source of kindness and compassion. Our collective actions have the power to transform lives and make a difference. So on this Shabbat, as we enter Shabbat, let us embrace the beauty of our community. Let us embrace the beauty of our congregation. Let us cherish our connections, the connections we've made here in this synagogue in our community, to nurture them with love and with care. Let us recognize the profound impact we can have on one another and the world around us. May Rabbi Green's presence tonight, this weekend, enrich our service and inspire us to deepen our connection with Judaism. And may this Friday night serve as a source of spiritual renewal and community unity. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. And now, page 42, Tov Lehodot.
Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Lehagid baboker chasdecha. Lehagid baboker chasdecha. Ve'emunatcha b'leilut, ve'emunatcha b'leilut. Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Yasor v'navel.
Bottom of the page. Tzadik katamari frach ke'eretz valvanon yizkeh shetulim beveit Adonai b'chatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu ot yenuvun b'seivav deshenim v'dananim le'agid ki ashahar Adonai tzuri velo havlata bo. And we continue now on page 44 with Adonai Malach.
Adonai malach geut laveh.
Adonai Malach geut
Lavesh
laveh.
Adonai ozita zah.
Lavesh Adonai ozita
Aftikon
zah.
tevel baltimot.
like to invite everyone to rise now. This was all the Kabbalat Shabbat up to this point. This was very short, I explained, because it's also a Chag. It's Shavuot. So now we start with a special Mariv service, the evening service, to celebrate the Shabbat, Shavuot, and the fact that in the Jewish world it's also evening. So every time that we start the Mariv service, we have the Baruch Hu. So please turn now to page 50 for the Baruch Hu.
Yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai dai dai.
You may be seated.
Umavir yom umevi laila Umavir ben yom uben laila Adonai tzevaot shemo El chai v'kayam Tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Hu, Baruch Shemo.
Hamari Varavim
Amen.
Yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai dai לאהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני
Baruch Hu, Baruch Shemo.
אוהב עמו ישראל
Amen.
We have found our way to the Shema Yisrael, and there are many different ways people experience the Shema, but mostly it's a moment to truly turn inwards. And so I invite you to do what feels comfortable for you. Sometimes you see people covering their eyes or using their talit to cover their eyes, sometimes 3 fingers, right? Well, let's close our eyes and sing the Shema together. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך וקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
And please continue with silent recitation of the Shema Israel in Hebrew or in English.
Adonai Elohechem Emet.
Amen. We are going to continue now on page 60, Umalchuto Beratzon.
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ובני ישראל לך אנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה זה לי אנו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני
Baruch Hu, Baruch Shemo.
Gal Yisrael.
Amen. Now I would like to invite everyone to turn to page 62. And we arrive to the prayer called Hashkiveinu. And it's a prayer where we ask for peace. In fact, there are multiple places, even there are prayers, that we ask for peace. And there is something even more interesting, that the rabbis say that during the weekdays, when we reach the Amidah, the central prayer, we have lots of petition. We ask God so many different things that we believe we need or we simply want. But the rabbis say that for Shabbat and festivals, there is no petition. It's only thanksgiving and praising to the name of God, except that we ask for peace. Because if we don't have peace, it's very difficult to enjoy the blessings that God sends us every day. Hashkiveinu, page 62.
Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu malkeinu lechaim Ushmor
Lechaim ושלום מעתה
לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם. השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני, אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים.
פרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים, אמן. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים, ועל ירושלים, ועל ירושלים. Amen. Amen. And we are going to continue now on page 64 with Vishamru, special version written by Mr. Rothblum. I heard there is a connection between Rothblum and Rabbi Green, is that right?
Yes.
Will you tell us what it is?
You're like my son. Yes. No. That's it.
He was the rabbi that I grew up with.
The rabbi you grew up with.
Yeah, so this version of Vishamru was with me from my childhood. So,
Beautiful, and it followed you all the way to Shara Zedek, this version of Vishamru. Beautiful. So, and this is the one that we all know. There you go. So when you came to Winnipeg, it must have been nice to have a sound of home.
Page 64. Please rise for Vishamru.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את
please remain standing for the Chatzi Kaddish.
Oh, but first, it's a festival today.
Oh, Vayedaber Moshe.
Vayedaber Moshe. So when it's a festival, there's the extra line on the page. Do you see it there? I'm going to put it to a familiar melody, so hopefully you can sing it with me. Vayedaber Moshe et moadei Adonai el bnei Israel. Beautiful. So at the beginning I started by saying, we say Chag Sameach, but we also say Moadim L'Simcha. Oh, I'm hearing it back. Can we try that one more time? Ready? Moadim L'Simcha.
Chagim Uzmanim Lesasson.
Beautiful. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. All right. Chatzi Kaddish. You'll find it on page 66. Yitkada veyitkada shemei Rabah. Amen. Ve'amad yivrach yirutei ve'yamlich malchutei. V'chayechon evyom echon u'v'chayedecho beit Yisrael. Bagalahu b'zman karib ve'imeru amen. Yehi shmei Rabah mevorach le'alam u'le'amei hamaya yitbarach. Yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitkar ve'yitromam ve'yitnaseh ve'yitadar ve'yitaleh ve'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu leila min kol birchata ve'shirata tushbechata ve'nechemata da'amiran be'haman ve'imeru 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 amen.
And please remain standing for the silent Amidah for festivals and Shabbat, that it could be found on between pages 98 and 106. And remember, you have to add the parts corresponding to Chag Shavuot and also the parts corresponding to Shabbat. You can do it in Hebrew, in English, or you can also use your own words of prayer at this time. Once you complete your prayers, you may be seated.
We're going to sing the very last part of the Amida, the Oseh Shalom prayer. And when we met with Rabbi Green, he said this one was his favorite. So this is the Debbie Friedman Oseh Shalom. And hopefully you know it to sing with us. Oseh Shalom bimromav Yaseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav Yaseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav Yaseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav Yaseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav Yaseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh Shalom bimromav Yaseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen.
Amen.
We're going to continue at this time with a prayer for healing. And I invite anyone here, if you have a name for healing, there's quite a few of you. So I'm going to start making eye contact kind of this way through the room. But if you know someone in need of healing, please add their name to our prayer at this time. Does anyone on this side of the room have a name they'd like to add? Yes, in the front row. Amen. 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 And amen. Oh, yes. Amen. 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 Yes. Amen. Amen. Amen ve'amen. Amen. Did I get everybody? We have a list here as well. On our list today we have Sharon Posner, Tybal bat Shifra, Israela bat Henya Rochel, Jazz ben Gurmit, Donna bat Linda, Joseph ben Louise, Joanne bat Kay, Linda bat Lorraine, April bat Pamela, Mallory bat April, Raymond ben Olga, Atara bat Cyril, Shoshana Miriam bat Kedma, Chaya Zahava bat Leah, Rochelle bat Sonia, Esther Bela bat Sarah, Rabbi Isa Oppenheimer, Shirley Zaidman, Tzvi Chaim ben Chaya, Chaim Zelig ben Chana, Ana Maria Cravero, Arnaldo Isaac ben Teresa, Georgina Tassara, Rosa Molinari, Shoshana Hadassah bat Ronit Rachel, Patricia bat Olga, Liz bat Olga, John ben Sophie, Ariel Neshama bat Sarah, Debbie Rosenthal, James C., Yafa bat Masha, Carmel bat Iris, Esther bat Mina, Miriam Chana, Leah bat Elka, Justin ben Lisa, David Tzvi ben Sarah Pessel, Yitzchak Chaim ben Sarah, Todah Yael bat Dina Rachel, Shira Naomi bat Dina Rachel, Eliezer Meyer ben Todah Yael, Katriel Yosef ben Todah Yael, Yisrael Chaim ben Shira Naomi, Rivka Zelda bat Sarah Esther, Eliakim Pesach ben Esther Pesi, Sharon bat Golda, Isabella bat Kali, Sima bat Basia, Leah bat Adele, Chaim Osher ben Chaimalka, Adrian McDonald, Eleanor Tilbor, Jennifer Pelvin, Betsy Bascombe, Chava bat Brindle, Margaret Sukharov, Jerome ben Charmaine, Arya ben Shoshana, Binyamin ben Esther, Tzitza Leah bat Sarah, and Isabel Spivak. Do we have more names on our chat, Rabbi?
We have Rachel bat Leah, Stanley Ruby, Jimmy Carter, Eran Eliezer ben Ora, Yael Irit bat Sarah, James Bradley, Ora bat Sarah, Joel Bokorad, Amelia Downer, Daniel Choa, Lydian Carter, Simona Hendricks, Kay Alton, Chaim bat Faiga, Nissan bat Faiga, Yitzhak ben Nissan, Israel ben Leiv, Kathy Oller, Jane Terry, Herbert Singer, Leslie Wilders List, Caroline bat Malka, Daniel bat Caroline, Glenn P., Bob W., Christine Race, Janice Withrow, Neil Withrow, Leslie, Helen bat Darlene, Monica bat Nahir.
We also pray for all those in Ukraine, all victims of violence and climate disruption, and all those struggling with addiction. This world needs healing, and let's join together in a prayer for healing.
Avinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Shelach Refuah Shelema, Refuat HaNefesh, Refuat HaGuf, Lechole Amecha. Avinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Shelach Refuah Shelema, Refuat HaNefesh, Refuat HaGuf, Lechole Amecha. Elna Arefana, Elna Arefana la, Shelach Shelach, Refuah Shelema, Refuah Shelema, Lechole Amecha. Elna Arefana, Elna Arefana la, Shelach Shelach, Refuah Shelema, Refuah Shelema, Lechole Amecha. Amen.
Amen. We're going to continue now with our service.
Page 108, Vayehulu by Lewandowski.
ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם. ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה. וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו, אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. Hi, Phyllis. Nice to hear you. Magen Avot bidvaro, mechayim etim memamaro, ha'el hakadosh she'en kamohu, hameniach le'amo, b'yom Shabbat kodsho, ki bam ratzah lehaniach lahem, ki bam ratzah lehaniach lahem, לפניו נעבוד ביראה ופחד, ונודה לשמו בכל יום תמיד, מהן הברכות אל ההודעות. אדון אדון השלום, מקדש השבת ומברך שביעי, ומניח בקדושה, למדו שני עוני זכר למעשה בראשית.
Baruch Atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. And we continue
Amen.
on page 112 with the Kaddish Shalom.
יתקדש ויתקדש שמי רבה,
Amen.
ועמד יברך ירתה וימליך מלכותה, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בגלה בזמן קריב והימרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם לעולמי המיה, יתברך. יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרום ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה.
ברכו.
להילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירה ממה והימרו, אמן. תתקבל צלתון ובאותון, דכל ישראל, קדם אבון דבשמה והימרו, אמן. יהי שלום הרבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל והימרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, והימרו, amen.
Amen. And I would like to invite everyone to rise as we turn now to page 118 for Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נטע שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו לגבי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום בשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ ועל shemo echad.
Please remain standing for the Mourner's Kaddish, page 124.
I have to say, it's so heartening to be with community tonight. And I looked up and I saw someone who's been coming to say Kaddish regularly. And we've been having difficulty getting an in-person minyan again. But I have all of you here in this room, and it is so beautiful. And if there is a day and a time when you can come and make minyan part of your rhythm, we hope you consider it, because we'd love to see you again. On the 7th of Sivan, we observe the Yertzites of Maria Breger, the child we honor and remember through one more candle. Max Brown, Motel ben Avraham ve'Esi, Ann Cantor, Chana bat Moshe ve'Sarah, Patricia Cherniak, Pesia bat Shmiryahu Leib ve'Hinda, Marcia Ann Faurer, Miriam bat Kalman, George Gershman, Gershon ben Simcha ve'Fredel, John Gorski, Yaakov ben Matisyahu ve'Sora, Wolf Yofi, Wolf ben Abraham Shlomo, Brian Cates, Lieb Yaakov ben Mordechai Leib, Mary Cates, Lily Kemel Kozak, Laike bat Moshe Yona, Joel Kling, Yoel ben Yaakov, Irving Levi, Chaim, Ida McElray, Chai bat Yaakov HaKohen Vemanya, Lily Menuk, Leah bat David Yehuda HaLevi, Sylvia Nairn, Sora bat Ben Sion, Benjamin Pierce, Shimon Dov ben Eliyahu Pesach v'Miriam, Maurice Schneider, Mordechai ben Beryl, Eve Warrior, Chava bat Avraham Yankel, and Rennie Yeren, Henya ben Sion Velea, all of blessed memory. Mourners, those observing Yurtzeit, and those who wish to join me in saying Kaddish for someone who has none to say Kaddish for them, let's join together. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabah.
Amen.
Ve'alma divrach hirutei ve'amlich malchutei. V'chayechon uvyomechon v'chaye dekol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru amen. Yehe shmei Rabah mevarach le'alam le'amei amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlam Rabah min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Amen. You may be seated. Well, we reached the end of the service. By the way, for those of you who wonder what is the Kiddush that we usually do on Friday night, the Kiddush is going to be done at the dinner in a few minutes, okay? So we didn't forget, was purposely planned that way. And thank you again to all of you for coming out this evening. It's really, truly great to see so many of you celebrating Shabbat and Shavuot with us. It used to be a day when we used to do services here to just an empty room. Those were the rules, and that was fine, because those rules were in place to protect each other. But now it's time to start seeing our faces again, and it's time to go back to the seats, and it's time to celebrate in person once again, so we can actually not only imagine our presence, but actually to feel our presence, and it feels great. So thank you so much for coming this evening. And thank you, of course, all of you at home. And I know, I was reading the names, and I've known many of people in the chat that are actually not in Winnipeg, and I know if they could be with us, they will be here. So it's great that we have ways to connect no matter where you are, and we can all be connected in the presence of God and in the celebration of Shabbat and Shavuot. Thank you so much, Candor Leslie, for your participation.
You're very welcome. Yasher Koach, Rabbi.
Bruchatehi, thank you so much. And thank you, Rabbi Green, for being with us this evening.
It was easy.
Albeit quiet and no microphone. Thank you, Neil, for being here. Neil Duboff, our synagogue president. And Dr. Rina Sektralbaz, our executive director. Thank you so much for being there. And for the Adon Olam, actually, we have so many melodies that we did something quite logical. We asked Rabbi Green, which one do you want? And he said, the yeshiva boys. And we said, but you have to sing with us. So we have a microphone for you. We are prepared. So this is something that we've been singing for a while, and even during the high holidays, it was amazing. Whenever we would play this one and sing it, people will spontaneously stand and clap and dance. So if you feel like standing, clapping, and dancing, please do, okay? You can also sing with us, or you can make, I don't know, a noise to the Lord, whatever comes from your soul. Let's do it together. Page 128. And before I forget, thank you, Jerry Agustin, for Jerry was in audiovisual duties this evening. Marvin Polanski is under the weather. So thank you so much, Jerry, for being here with us this afternoon. He's behind there, but you will see him after. Adon Olam.
Adon Olam, Hashem Allah, V'terem ko Yitzir Nivra. Let nasa b'chefzo kol, Hazar melech shemo nikra. Adon Olam, Hashem Allah, V'terem ko Yitzir Nivra. Let nasa b'chefzo kol, Hazar melech shemo nikra. So called Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. Vehu echad ve'ein sheni, le'am shilo le'achbira, ve'li reshit ve'li tachlit ve'lo ha'oz ve'hamizrach. Adon Olam, Hashem malach, v'terem kol tzir nivra. Kol Hazai Melech Shemo Nikra. Vehu Eli v'chai mali, v'turchavli v'etzara. Vehu nisi u'manosli lenat konsi ve'yom ekra. Adon Olam, Asher malach, v'terem kol tzir nivra. So called Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. Be'yado afkid ruchi, ve'tisham be'aida, ve'im ruchi geviati, donai li ve'lo ida. Adon Olam, Asher malach, V'terem kol tzir nivra. Let nasa v'chefzo kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. Come on! Adon Olam, Asher malach, V'terem kol tzir nivra. Let nasa v'chefzo kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. Chagim uzmanim lesason. But before we go, do we have announcements? Announcements. We always have announcements.
I don't have any in my outline, but you know it can't be Shari Zedek without announcement. That's why I'm asking.
There we go. So if you have registered for the dinner this evening, we invite you to join us in the MPR. There will be ushers along the way if you're not too sure where you're going to guide you on your path. We continue this tomorrow morning. We'll be back 10 a.m. here at the Berney Theater. Tomorrow evening, MINYAN is as usual, 6 p.m. at Temple Shalom. We're back to our weekday rhythm, okay? Sundays, 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday, just in case you're thinking about it, picking a day, think of your schedule, 7:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. through the week, all the way till Friday, 7:30 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. for Kabbalat Shabbat. Next Kabbalat Shabbat is here at the Berney. Shabbat morning is here at the Berney as well. It's going to be June already. Do you believe that? I know. Where went, like May just disappeared on me. I don't know. It's almost gone. So next up, I'd like to make a very important announcement. Rabbi Alan Green is going to join us for the High Holy Days this year. Who likes that idea? I really like that idea too. I do. He will be giving us 2 Devar Torahs through the course of the Yamim Noraim, and I look forward to hearing more wisdom from Rabbi Green. He'll also be teaching this evening and offering more wisdom tomorrow as well. Calling all singers, be part of our new Ruach choir for the High Holy Days. You might be wondering what this is, but the purpose of this choir is to add intention into our davening, to bring community into our davening in some of the most key prayers in such important ways. It's not out of reach. If you just like to sing, I promise, the melodies are going to be good for working your way in. But our hope is that if you like to sing, you don't have to be perfect. Just like singing and come sing and add your voice to the service this year. Torah L'Chaim with Rabbi Anibal Mass. You can join him online Thursdays at noon. The social club continues here on Mondays at the Asper campus if you're looking for some entertainment on a Monday. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Shabbat Shalom, and let's try one more time. Are you ready? Moadim L'Simcha.
Chagim Uzmanim Lesason.
Chag Sameach,
Chag
everyone.
Sameach, everyone. Good evening. See you soon. Next door.
Thank you.